Today's double Umbreon deck list has put up results in a few of our community tournaments. After playing it into Giratina, Suicune, Greninja, it's easy to see why it does well in those events. Your baby Umbreon locking basics out of attacking the following turn, paired in tandem with Umbreon EX, giving you Cyrus on a stick to chase things down when they eventually retreat out of your mean-looking Umbreon to start, provides a pretty good 1-2 punch. That being said, I felt like I was coming up a little bit short against some of the other more random things in the meta game. I went about 50-50 with this in the Postmaster Ball ladder, with the best of those games being in today's highlights. At the very least, if you're an Umbreon enjoyer like myself, I think you can definitely play this deck and not feel too embarrassed about it in the meta game. If you enjoy seeing off-meted tournament deck lists that have had success tested in Pokemon Pocket, make sure you subscribe to Hooklandia Pocket on YouTube to not miss any of those highlights here. And if you enjoyed this particular video, smash the like button for the rest of the day. Enjoy. Alright, so they have first energy advantage, but we're lead Eevee, and we have the Umbreon follow-up, which is nice. Do I want to research this turn? I don't think so. If we have an incredible high roll, we could spike the second Eevee bag next turn and clear the frog. Three shots at a one-outer. Flop around, flop, flop, flop around, flop, flop, flop up, flop up, and flop down. Pew, 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 pew. Unlucky, really. Yeah, I could just tap him for 40, huh? Is there any reason to heal here? None that I can think of. Giovanni is not in the output range of the opponent's deck. Candy Greninja Giovanni. Would be real sad, but I think that's a reason to keep. Looking to fade a Cyrus here. If they have Cyrus for the Dark Ray, we're going to be in trouble. They might, however, this pause here could mean they have Cyrus, but they're debating on if they're supposed to clear the Eevee. They're debating if they're supposed to charge the Tina. They technically still kill the Umbreon next turn if they charge the Tina. No Cyrus is lovely. Yeah, I think this pauses them debating charging the Tina. I'm gonna go ahead and keep up here, so that way we live through a Water Shuriken next turn. I guess if they have second Candy, second Greninja in these three cards, their top 8 cards, not Eevee bagging is bad, but I don't think we're supposed to Eevee bag and play around 2 full Greninja sets and 8 draws. Okay. Interesting. This feels like a strange use of Cyrus. Because now, I mean, they still go down to the Darkrai chip shot, and then I'm hitting whatever they move to the active for 40. It's like, hey, you stopped me from building second Umbreon, I guess. Yeah, I think they're dead here. Just infinite away from this Giratina doing anything. Actually, Adam, thank you for the 2.5 years. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Okay, they can retreat to Suicune. Oh, they want to attack next turn, and they're technically not dead on board, so they're going to die to the X-Speed. Cool. X-Speed and Leaf win so many games. Yeah, good night. For some basics here. Lovely. Them having first energy advantage is a lot less of a big deal. We're gonna go into Baby Umbreon next turn. Speaking of Raikou back to zone. Give that stupid chicken a taste of its own medicine, eh, gamers? How do you like not attacking? Stupid bird. So this is how your opponents feel. Shuckle and slower than Umbreon and has the retreat cost of 1. Yeah, it feels like they do the lore on... There's like some of these mods where the retreat cost is lore based and some where it's just like they just vibes or be more like inside card game balance, for lack of a better term. I'm gonna put this on here so this doesn't die to one hit from the zone. I'm waiting to decide whether or not I want to evolve this into Big Umbreon or Baby Umbreon. Gonna punt that decision to the future. Like all of the beasts are historically fast, right? So all of them having 2 energy retreat costs a little strange. Like their whole bit in silver and gold is that they run away from you. Or that crystal they run away from you. Suicune runs away. Oh no! Opponent made an oopsie, chat. We've all been there. They evolved their zone before they toggled it for the turn. Yes, I'm surprised Raikou at least doesn't have a 1 retreat cost because Zapdos had less HP than Moltres or Articuno, but it had a 1 retreat cost to make up for it. So I'm a little surprised they didn't continue on with that kind of templating balance with the Lightning versus the rest of the legendaries in this expansion. Guess I should have evolved. So I really wasn't sure which which Umbreon I wanted. Hey, look. And this thing going down to 80 means that Dark Chase grabs it in 1 turn. Well, who doesn't love a Cyrus on a stick? Okay, and when they take the knockout here, I get to clear them? I actually can't win the game next turn if they don't knock us out. We probably would eventually, but I can't win next turn if unless they knock us out. They just Mars'd me, chat! How could I possibly have exactly the card I need? It's impossible. Kitty's got claws, gamer. There are 2 of them for the rubs. Would like to chase this one. A wee little game of chase, if you would. Listen, chat. Ooh, a Hoppip Enjoyer. We have a cheeky X speed. Would love a cheeky X speed into a Cleffa. Opponent playing the wrong Hoppip here. There's a Hoppip that attacks for colorless. They absolutely should be playing in their Lightning Energy deck. I would like a baby Umbreon, please. Unlucky. If we top deck baby Umbreon plus Eevee Bag clears the 50 HP Hoppip in 1, which would be quite good for the home team. Ooh, speaking of the Vibes Market, the Vibes Market is 13 points off of a new all-time high, gamers. Ain't nothing gonna keep a good vibe down. Do I pivot Cleffa out and use Find a Friend so that way Eevee doesn't die to... So that way Cleffa doesn't die to Zap? I don't think so, because if they rare Candy into Jump Pluff, I end up real sad. I guess I could cape the Eevee, and then that works out. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cape the Eevee, because then it doesn't die to the Jump Pluff. They both do the same thing. It's just like, do I want to risk giving up a point here, basically, is the decision. We can actually clear the Oricorio next turn if they put it up. Dark Right, Chip Shot, plus EV Bag, plus Baby Umbreon. It's clean 70 here. Wow, this is so bad for them. I think this, like, I think they lose the game on the spot here when we kill this turn, yeah. I guess they could still spike Candy into Jump Fluff and we could play a real game mayhaps. But man, they are about to be super far behind. This into this, get some extra damage. I like that the effect that you can't use is blanked out. That's good UI design, even if the rest of it's a bit clunky. Trying to noodle out how to get out of this here. Yeah, there's one more basic to thin out of my deck here, yeah. Now they're probably done. They need need the Jump Fluff, and it has to stay up. It's gonna take 2 hits to get through the Umbreon, and then the Dark Raid's ready to clean out from behind. Just a little bit of stage 2 inconsistency for the opponent here. I will say I enjoy playing decks that incidentally don't care about Oricorio. It's such a boring card to lose to. We actually can't kill them this turn because of the silly 2 energy retreat cost. Yeah, maybe I should have put the energy on this Umbreon. Probably doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Erica, they're trying, gamers. They're trying their best. They are, unfortunately, I would just say they're dead on board, but they're not dead on board. They can switch to the Oricorio, and then they're dead to the second EV bag, but that's not on board technically. There, so we have them cooked up here. Bag plus a chip shot is 70. Giovanni Potion split card's pretty good. You know what I haven't seen in a minute? Big Crobat. That Honestly, never had particularly exciting stats even the season it released. It was just like the shiny new stage 2-1 trick. It was pretty overrated. Its tournament stats were never that impressive. Going first, and we have a Cleffa. Lovely. What's been your favorite EX this season? Like, just in general or among the new ones? I appreciate Jeff showing the Eevee back first and not be. I mean, yeah, sometimes my brain is bad and I miss something, but usually I try and show I have lethal as quickly as possible. Both. I like Jump Bluff a lot. I think she's a really fun card design, even if she hasn't proven to be that powerful. Like the bombing and the weaving. Raikou from new for power level. I've really liked a lot of the Raikou brews we've played. God bless us, everyone. Dodge that one there. Does the poison kill us? No, it's only 80, right? So I can go Umbreon. Energy. It must let the Darkrai out on the bench here. I knew you'd play Jump Bluff because Bounce is your favorite archetype, but Sam, I like decks that give me lots of choices, gamers. Lots of sequencing choices is what I find fun. Those cards do exactly that. If they don't have their stage 1 right away, the Darkrai chip shot finishes this. Having a little bit of a connection problem here, it looks like. So, pretty good chance they have their stage 1 here. I suppose even if they have the stage 1, Darkrai chip shot means Umbreon wins the fight, in a way. And then bag/cape means I don't die to the poison right out the gate, which is nice. Do we cape or do we... I looked away for half a second and I had a new hand, but I still have the cape that lets me survive. So, like, you know, typical red card things is what I'm saying here. My cards changed, but it didn't help my opponent. I guess losing the second baby Umbreon's a little sad. That would have been nice into Nihiligo. We still have a chance to draw it though. When they clean this out, I can put Cleffa up here. And then we get to look at the card we draw for the turn before we decide what we're moving into the active spot. The free retreat cost on the baby is giving you some nice maneuverability. Deck list. This archetype is one of the many that was covered in the meta report this week. Just make sure you subscribe and ring the bell on Hooglandia Pocket on the YouTube side to not miss any any deck lists that are published there. Hopefully. The best part about that draw is just how completely irrelevant it rendered their red card. Just like wholly and fully did actual nothing. One Snoot Boop. Nice basic. No attacks for you! Come back in 1 turn. That's rude. Oh, okay, I understand now. I understand. Alright, so we're putting an energy here. I'm putting an Umbreon here. I think I'm researching. There's no reason to pull the trigger on an EV bag this turn, right? I'm only taking 10 from poison once this is away. And if they have Lucamine, this is dealing 100 on the heads flip, so... Extra 20-pointer wouldn't really matter. Alright, there's the Lucamine and the heads flip. But that's only their second point because these Umbreons are 1-pointers. So we have to go ahead and put a big Umbreon here. Crack them for 80, and then they can't even run away. Play out Eevee to make their what's it called worse. Even if they have like a Sabrina here, we still have the Darkrai we can move into. Eevee bags are only plus 10 damage, so can't clear this turn. Sure. We're just like making sure I click right, but I have an energy on this already, so we can retreat it next turn. And again, they're not retreating because Umbreon's Dark Chase ability is just Cyrus on a stick, so they're cooked either way. Well done. Well done, in fact. I think it's unlikely I get to 1675 in camp for the Ultra Ball 4 start. Like, it hasn't felt that difficult to climb up at the start of the season, so it's pretty unlikely that I push for that. So that would be once we get there, I'd have to like not play ranked for the rest of the season, which I don't think. I think we're gonna want to play more Pocket before the season's over. Have you played with Suicune at all? Yeah, there's a highlight of Suicune Primarnia. The stage two, what's it called? Up on the channel, that was fun. Well, now we gotta bail on this and use Find a Friend. Honestly, there's a chance because I was going second and had Find a Friend EV that I was just not supposed to play Cleffa out. Just save the bench space. Sad. I mean, I guess EX Umbreon just cleans them in too, yeah. I would have preferred to baby Umbreon them, I think, but beggars shan't be choosers and all that jazz. A cape here, so that way they can't like go bench, pivot to this and clean me out. Oh, I forgot EV Bag is plus 10. Oh, my brain is so bad. I have not played with this card nearly enough. Realized as soon as I clicked it. That's a game losing click right there. I see the top deck dark, right? Unfortunately, I am not lucky. Oh, how do I recover from my mistake? Anybody else, when they hit a mistake like that, want to just like bounce out of the game and just go next? That's what I feel like. I guess we'll do this. I guess we'll play the baby EV in case we draw baby Umbreon. EV Bag to heal. Very likely they have another bench Pokemon, so I don't think the healing really matters. I'd rather save it for damage at this point. Misty! Here's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Good to see her effect hasn't changed. Irida gets him out of it, maybe? Coolio. Things you love to see. It.